Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casper. We begin tonight with track and field. The Elite Track and Field Club held their annual invitational event last Sunday at the Mindo Phillip Park. Scores of young individuals gathered at the park in anticipation of exciting track and field events. One of the individuals at the event was one of the initial organizers of this championship, Mr. Michael Midget Pierre.
Well, this being its 5th anniversary, wheelchair or no wheelchair, I decided to build up the strength, build up the courage, and make sure that I'm here to witness that auspicious occasion. I think from the time that the event started 5 years ago, it is a welcoming additional sports meet for most of the athletes, especially the young athletes in St. Lucia. And I think that we have seen the fruits of this of the 5 years. We have seen the fruits of having the sports meet on a regular basis.
Well, Mr. Pierre, he spoke to how satisfied he was about the day's proceedings.
So far, the level of competition has been very keen as usual, and you could see that the youngsters have put in a lot of effort, a lot of training has taken place, and the coaches have worked assiduously to ensure that the athletes give a very good account of themselves. Also, one must not forget the officials and the statisticians who are holding their own hair, especially as the races are running one after the other, and simultaneously with the track events you also have some field events, and we must applaud the officials for a job well done.
We also met up with one of the tournament directors that is of the Elite Track and Field Championships. He spoke to the day's proceedings.
The weather is kind of coping with us. It's a nice, smooth going event. It's going on smoothly, and I've seen people are excited, and no, it's good.
He also spoke to what was different about this year's event.
We attracted clubs from Martinique. That's a good thing. The region is watching us, and people are interested in coming. We have a little more athletes here registered this year, and I think it's a good foundation we built on, and we will continue that for the athletes for the rest of the years to come.
Well, on the day, participants competed in the field events such as high jump and long jump, and track events such as relays and short sprints. One of the highlights of the day was the Money in the Bag race, which was won by Michael Begaboos Bissett. The Elite Track and Field Championships is quickly becoming one of the premier sporting events, not just in track and field, but in all sports on our nation's calendar. Well, in local cricket, St. Lucia won the first ever Windward Islands T20 female cricket competition last weekend. We have a report from Operations Manager for the St. Lucia National Cricket Association and DBS's very own Brian Calix.
The inaugural Windward Islands Women's T20 tournament concluded on Saturday evening at the Phillip Master Grounds in VA4, with St. Lucia being crowned champions. The ladies from the Helen of the West made sure lightning did not strike twice in the same place, as they defeated 50 overs champion St. Vincent and the Grenadines by 28 runs. Sent into bat, St. Lucia ladies were restricted to 127 for 4 in their allotment of 20 overs. Malika Edward hit the top score of 36, with supporting knocks from Nerissa Crafton 37 and Captain Ashlyn Edward, who made 22. Stacey and Adams bagged 2 for 22. The Vincentian ladies were never in the hunt, as the St. Lucian opening bowlers Kiana Joseph and Yasmin Sertaj kept the scoring rate in check. However, it was spinner Swelin William with a 4-for, which dismantled the batting of the St. Vincentian ladies. Former West Indies player Cordell Jack could not repeat her heroics of the 50-over encounter between the two teams, being dismissed for 26. St. Vincent in the end limped to 99 for 7 in their allotted 20 overs. Earlier in the day, Grenada secured third position, defeating Dominica by 5 wickets. The scores: Dominica women 137 for 3 of their allotted 20 overs. Grenada women 138 for 5 of 17.2 overs. Ronald Sanford of Dominica amassed the most runs, 102 runs in 3 innings, followed by St. Lucia's Nerissa Crafton, who got 86 from her 3 innings. Cordell Jack of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Sweden Williams of St. Lucia were joint top wicket takers with 5 wickets apiece, while Nerissa Crafton of St. Lucia and Zadia James, a 13-year-old from St. Lucia, they bagged 4 wickets apiece.
Well, West Indies female player Kiana Joseph and Nerissa Crafton from St. Lucia were both named on the Windward Islands women's cricket team for the 2018 CWI Regional Female Tournament to take place in Jamaica next month. They both put in commendable performances during the recently concluded Windward Islands Female Cricket Tournament in St. Lucia. As you just heard, St. Lucia emerged champions of the 2020 segment of the tournament, while St. Vincent and the Grenadines won the 50 overs. One St. Lucian debutant, that's Zeta James, was named as a reserve player on the Windward Islands team. The 13-year-old impressed all with her left-hand seam bowling and her agility in the field. Wow. And I'm still trying to figure out how Yasmin and Swilling not on that side. Anyways, congratulations to Team St. Lucia. Well, Grosley had to settle for first innings points. That was against Mabia Valley as the St. Lucia National Cricket Association's Division 1 Inter-District two-day cricket tournament continued in a rain-affected match which began mid-afternoon on Sunday 21st. Grosley batting first after being insulted by Mabia Valley, made 107 all out in 29 overs in difficult batting conditions. Dean Edward led the scoring with 26, while Donnan Edward contributed 21. For the Valley, Magawan Joseph bagged 5 for 44 in 10 overs. In reply, Mabia Valley was bowled out for 39 in 15.5 overs, with Christian Urge scoring 11, the only batsman to reach double figures. Doing the damage with the ball for Grosley, leg spinner Donnan Edward with 4 for 12 in 7 overs. Left-arm orthodox spinner Simeon Gerson, he took 3 for 7 in 3.5 overs. Batting the second time, Grosley reached 30 without loss in 5.2 overs, with openers Dean Edward and Villan Crandon on 15 and 14 respectively, when rain put an end to the match. The CWI Northern Cluster Grassroots Cricket Program resumed on Sunday, April 21st at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds after a short break for the Easter holidays. 52 participants took part in the 3.5-hour session. The main activities covered were warm-up activities, physical conditioning, target bowling, batting drills, catching, and mini cricket matches. While the coaching staff was led by Alton Crafton and included Rosalind Priville and Dexter Solomon. In local football, the ever-exciting DJ Dunga Stag football tournament continued this past weekend at the Miku Multipurpose Court. 3 teams had already qualified for the semi-final of the exciting event. These teams included Flyboys, Finders Faithful, and Olivi. The final semi-final spot was up for grabs as Veterans took on Pittsburgh Ballers. At the end of this encounter, Veterans advanced to the semi-final of the competition with a victory over Pittsburgh Ballers. After 2 legs of football in the semi-finals, Finders Faithful, they booked their spot into the grand final. We spoke to one of their players.
Yeah, well, it went pretty good because from the start we just knew that we had to get off the bat, we had to go like attacking. Then after a while, when we knew we had a comfortable lead, then we knew we could defend and then push them on the attack and then take advantage of our chances.
All right, so you guys are in the finals. What must you all do to actually win the first ever DJ Dunga Star competition?
Well, to be honest, just do what we have been doing from the start because we have been playing great football and I told the guys that we have been putting in good performances day in, day out. I've only considered 2 goals for the entire tournament, which I find good. So we just have to do what we have been doing from the start and then the trophy is ours.
The other team playing in the finals is Flyboys. We spoke to one of their players.
It's pretty intense, but when we work together as a team, put our heads together, we could just pull it off and win that competition.
All right, so you're just qualified to the grand final. How does that make you feel and what must you all do to win that final?
Well, we just have to put our mind to it. With a mindset, you could do anything. And
well, the third place playoff and final of the DJ Dunga Stag football competition will be held this Saturday, 20th April 2018 at the Miku Multipurpose Court. Well, we take a break, but when we get back, St. Lucia finishes on top of Group A in regional female football. We'll tell you more when we get back. Welcome back. Well, St. Lucia, they finished ahead of host nation St. Kitts and Nevis as action in the CFU Women's Football Challenge Series got underway.
Curtains came down yesterday evening on the final round of matches in Group A of the Caribbean Football Union Women's Challenge Series, which was played in St. Kitts and Nevis from Wednesday 18th to the 22nd April 2018. In the opening fixtures, a lone goal by Alicia Mackey in the 49th minute enabled St. Lucia to defeat St. Vincent and Grenadines 1-0, while host St. Kitts and Nevis got the better of Dominica 1-0 with a goal by Brittany Lawrence in the 69th minute. The second round of matches resulted in St. Lucia and Dominica playing to a goalless draw, while St. Kitts and Nevis disposed of St. Vincent the Grenadines 2-0. The goal scorers were Caroline Springer in the 7th minute and Laranja Wilkinson in the 17th minute. In the final round of matches, Sasha Prosper's lone goal in the first half was sufficient for St. Lucia to edge out host St. Kitts and Nevis 1-0 to end the group in top position. Early on, Dominica defeated St. Vincent and the Grenadines 3-0. Thus, at the conclusion, the point standings were as follows. St. Lucia 7 points in first position, followed by St. Kitts 6 points, Dominica 4 points, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 0 points.
Well, that was the voice of sports reporter Michael Midget Beer. Well, Cuba and Haiti are on top of the other groups in this competition. In local cycling, Andrew Norbert emerged victorious in the 100 km road race held on Sunday, April 22nd, 2018. Norbert, the 2017 Cyclist of the Year, he finished first with Clive Mitchell, 2017's Junior Cyclist of the Year, second in the same time, with Jesse Mentor finishing third, with the top 3 riders all coming from Bonreport. Winston Williams finished in 4th from Excellers, while Helen Aubert, also from Excellers, finished 5th. Well, Chris Gayle hit another IPL half-century as the Kings 11 Punjab moved the top of the table with a 9-wicket victory over the Kolkata Knight Riders via the Duckworth-Lewis method. The explosive opener, his unbeaten 62, took him to 229 runs in 3 games. After his stunning century last time out, much was expected of Christopher Henry Gayle, and he duly delivered, ably assisted by opening partner KL Rahul, 60. Set 192 to win, the Kings 11 Punjab openers peppered the boundary at will as they hunted down Calcutta's total. Only rain was able to slow them down. With both Gayle and Rahul nearing 50, the showers brought the play to a halt at Eden Gardens, with Kings 11 on 96 without loss. And after a 90-minute delay, the equation was reduced to just 29 needed of 28 deliveries. Gayle launched the first ball after the restart for 6 as the visitors made short work of their run chase to make it 4 wins from 5. Well, Ander Herrera's winner sent Manchester United into a record-equaling 20th FA Cup final and condemned Tottenham to their 8th successive defeat at this stage of the competition. Meanwhile, Olivier Giroud's brilliant semi-final goal helped Chelsea beat Southampton to reach the FA Cup final and set up a meeting with Manchester United. Well, this upcoming final is a repeat of the 2007 final when Mourinho guided Chelsea to a 1-0 victory over United in the first to be played at the rebuilt Wembley. Well, Rafael Nadal finally the New Orleans Pelicans defeated the Portland Trail Blazers 100. In other results, Giannis Antetokounmpo's a clutch tip in. He leveled the Milwaukee Bucks versus Boston series at 2-2. That game ended 104-102. San Antonio Spurs registered a victory over Golden State Warriors 103-90 after blowing another third quarter lead in Game 3. Cleveland, they won Game 4 104-100. The Wizards leveled the series against the Toronto Raptors with a 106-100 victory on Sunday. Well, last sport, don't forget to join us for 758 Sports Talk right here at 8:30. Debara will be in the mix, so is Miku and Marigo. Lots to talk about. The DBS News continues after the break.